My team is developing models for predicting the environmental fate of nanomaterials. By fate, we mean, for example, if a nanomaterial is released into a river, how much will end up in the sediment, how much will remain within the water, how much will eventually, for example, be washed out to sea. So we have two models within the NanoFASE project. One is the NanoFASE model, and that's a model that will predict the fate of nanomaterials in space and through time. We also have a simpler model called SimpleBox for Nano, and that basically predicts average concentrations of nanomaterials in different parts of the environment across relatively wide areas. One of the key uses of modelling is in regulating the safe use of chemicals. When a chemical is assessed as to whether it is safe to be used, typically one of the things that has to be done is a modelling assessment of its fate and its risks in the environment. The visitors will find information about our models, what they do and what they can be used for. They will also find information that explains why so much of the rest of the project is dedicated to providing information that feeds into developing those models, and also why modelling is important, both from the scientific and from the regulatory. One of the things that we're doing with the applicable framework is we are coming up with what we think questions specific stakeholders visiting the framework will have, and we are going to tailor the framework to guide them through the information that's there in order to be able to gather the information that they need to start answering their question. So, for example, one of the questions that we have in mind is the question, how do I run an environmental fate assessment model? And what we're doing is thinking of all the steps that you would need to go through to gather all the information and data that you would need to run that model, and providing a framework within the applicable framework to allow people to work their way through the relevant parts of the framework that will tell them how to get the information that they need.